Hey everybody, it's been about a week. Things just got a little too hectic for me to make videos in the morning like I was doing. So I want to just jump right back to it, kind of keep the roll going because this channel's not going to change much, until I start getting feedback and see what you guys want to listen to. I'm just going to route my mind, what's going through and try to find something to spit out my mouth. And today, a discussion that started kind of in work and has continued in my mind out in the car on my lunch break is the social system that we have, and you hear the term socialism tossed around a lot, and that kind of has a little bit to what we're talking about. He used the term socialifying or sociifying, which I hadn't heard before, and I like it a lot better because America is a capitalist nation. Like as much as I don't like it and as much as many people don't like it, there's not going to be much to change it. That's just how our systems are built. It's it's just like how the entire society of America is built upon. It's what it's built upon. So it's not going to be easy to change it. So that's whenever you hear people on the internet or on the news or anything like that start spouting, well, socialism, 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 they're trying to get rid of our capitalism. It's impossible. They no matter if even if they tried, you couldn't, because the foundation of how we function, we buy goods and then exchange those goods for money and then services and labor. That's just the basis of it. But what we were talking about is things that America needs. And those things that constantly get called socialism are part of the things that we need. And COVID has proved it. People are having a harder and harder time surviving on their own. So the blanket that was set up back in the 60s or 70s or 80s that gave people, food stamps and things like that, it hasn't been updated to what's needed today. Nowadays, let me put it this way, the standard nowadays is when you leave your parents' house, given no social support whatsoever, no one helps you, right? If it's just you, your options are work or die, because you can only survive being homeless for so long before you starve or die. And that standard is just unbelievable in 2021 in today's day and age. And to, not make this a 30-40 minute long video, basically we need a better social blanket. The bar needs to be raised, the foundation needs to be created, and it's too easy to do to not do. Like food stamps is a great start, but why make people qualify for the minimum amount of food that they could need to eat each month? It's not like most people get their food stamps and then go out and spend it on a bunch of Snicker bars. No, they actually get fruits, veggies, and things. Like statistics show that people eat better when they have extra money provided to them to eat. So take away that cap, like just give everybody a little pamphlet based on their dietary needs per month. We have the health organization to tell us what a average human of height, weight, and size and family size needs to survive. Just give them a little food stamp card that lets them go to any of the grocery stores around them and gets extra food. Helps cut off that cost each month, And that's whether they have kids or not, whether they have any. If you're 18 years or older, you get this card. That's it. And that's food covered. Same thing with water, I know we have a pretty luxurious supply of water compared to a lot of nations. And I'm not saying we don't, but, I've been homeless before. I know how hard it is to find access to clean water at a moment's notice. So kind of the same thing. Your food stamps card would probably provide you free access to any water anywhere. You could buy a gallon of water a day or something like that. So food and water covered. We have a housing problem here in America. We also probably heard this statistic at least once in our life where someone's told us there are 3 empty homes for every homeless person in America. Now, I forget when they did it, but there was at one point a veterans program set up to help veterans get out off the street and back into their own homes, and they would gradually work towards owning them. We don't even need to do that. We need a temporary housing assistance program that's going to put people in actual homes or apartments. No matter if they're clean, no matter if they don't take showers, doesn't matter if they're on drugs, who cares? A house is one of the most fundamental ways you can give someone peace of mind and security, because you can't expect someone to find peace of mind and security while living on the street. And if they're using drugs as a crutch, trying to get them off drugs without changing the situation they're in is going to do nothing. So we need to provide, at least when the day you turn 18, you have the option to sign up for a housing, you know? And the government can work through private buyers and realtors and all that. I don't care. I'm not a lawyer. It's not my fucking job. But they need to figure it out. We need food, water, housing. Nowadays, you can't get a job without a internet of some sort. And you know, there is free assistant internet out there, and that's great. But same thing. We need, you know, not gigabit internet speeds, but just the basics. The thing you need to survive. What do you need to communicate around, right? To get your jobs, to send your emails, government supplied for free. You see where I'm going here. Basically, if you need it in 2021 to survive in this day and age, the government gives you that to start with when you turn 18. And we're like, well, what about the lazy people? They'll just do nothing. Sure, some people might do nothing, but that's what everybody's already doing now. With this social blanket gives people, like, the government's not going to give you a nice 65-inch TV or a nice Xbox or buy you some good shoes or any of that. None of that's going to come from the government. You still have to be a capitalist supporter in a sense. You got to go out there and you got to find a job. You got to go out there and you got to save money and spend money and earn, you know, all these things that capitalism is built on. Except now, you're not spending 2/3 or more of every check just to keep yourself alive. Now, you have 3 times more to go and spend on the economy. Now, thinking about saving for college, if the government also doesn't think about providing college for free, would get people at a higher paying position while also not having to worry about, oh God, where am I going to live next month because college is $40,000 a year. Well, that's it. That's the point. A social blanket, raising the bar, creating a foundation for people that really deserve it. You know, I know it's not just my generation that's dealt with these problems, but it's not going to get better. And the only way it will get better is if we take hold. You know, we have to go and vote. Kick that old white person out of the seat and put someone that you trust to make a difference for the people that are coming up. Not for corporations, not for the stockholders or the people now, but you and your kids. Because that's what's going to matter. And I'll leave you guys with that. Just think about those things and you know, whether you think it's okay and worth it to provide everyone, not just the people you know, not just your family members, but provide everyone with the decency of knowing they can live happily, and at least that. And I will leave you all at that. If you liked the video today, please think about leaving a comment telling me how you felt. Like it with the button, you know, before they get rid of the like button too. And think about subscribing if you want to hear more stuff like this every now and then. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with the daily content thing I was going to try to do, but I will definitely still put out videos like this in this nature when I can. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.